Snow in the forecast? Well, it is certainly possible, and there is the chance where a few locations could see some snow flurries as we go through our Saturday evening. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Michelle Morgan, and I'm tracking a strong cold front that will be moving through central Florida Saturday morning, bringing a number of things. So as you take a look at your clouds and rain forecast, temperatures as we go through your Friday will be mild. We're looking at upper 60s and lower 70s across the region, but we have colder air moving in due to this frontal boundary that will be pulling through the area Saturday morning. So as I fast forward things, we're looking at some scattered showers beginning to develop ahead of that front. And notice the temperatures. We are in the 50s, so not cold quite yet. But as that front continues to move through central Florida, we're looking at scattered showers continuing through majority of our viewing area over parts of Sumter, Lake, Orange, Seminole, Brevard, and Osceola counties, even Polk counties. Polk County could see some light showers when that front exits the area. We are looking at that colder air beginning to filter in, some residual moisture moving off the Gulf, and with the colder air and that moisture, we could see some snow flurries. Notice, according to this model, some blue beginning to pop up. Temperatures will be around 34, 35 degrees, and you have some moisture. You could see some snow flurries falling over parts of Sumter and Lake counties. And then fast forward things through the rest of your Saturday evening, could see some snow flurries out in Polk County near Lakeland along the I-4 corridor. So the chances are certainly there. Will we see some accumulation? I really don't think so. I think most of the snow will melt as it reaches the surface, but it'll be really pretty to see if that happens. Now, the main story for us here across the region is the cold air. Many of us will be waking up in the 20s, and we haven't seen these type of temperatures in about, I would say, 16 years. So it is very rare for us to see this type of cold snap. Now, it has been very cold for the month of January, showing you the calendar here. For many days, we've been waking up below average, and for this week alone, since Tuesday, we've been waking up in the 30s, and this is nothing compared to what's heading our way. Now, because of the cold temperatures, it has prompted a extreme cold watch, and I do want to mention that this is also rare. The last time we've seen an extreme cold watch issued for Central Florida was, I would say, about 15 years ago. So what this means is that we could see our wind chills get quite dangerous, falling into the single digits in many locations Sunday morning. And again, this extreme cold watch is for Saturday night into Sunday afternoon. And I also popped up the expected wind chill temperatures. So feeling like 9 in the Villages, 10 in Leesburg, 11 in Palm Coast, 10 also in Ocala, and the teens in Orlando, Sanford, New Smyrna Beach, Cocoa Beach, and Melbourne. So just keep that in mind if you are heading out early Sunday morning. Make sure you are wearing plenty of layers. There's also a freeze watch in effect, and a hard freeze is likely for all of us here across the region. You can see all of the counties here highlighted in that frosty blue, where a hard freeze is possible with temperatures as low as 20 degrees. So when we're talking about the air temperatures here, it's going to be 20 degrees in Ocala, 25 in Orlando, 23 in Sanford and Daytona Beach, 21 in Palm Coast, and 27 in Cocoa Beach, and it will be windy. That's why we were talking about the wind chill temperatures, because when you factor in the wind chill or the winds and the actual temperatures, then you get the wind chill temperatures, which will be quite dangerous. Another thing that is very important is that we will be dealing with below freezing temperatures for a long time. Marion and Flagler County, we're looking at between 10 to 15 hours where temperatures will remain below freezing, 10 to 12 plus hours in Sumter, Volusia, Seminole, and Lake counties, 8 to 10 hours in Orange and Polk counties, and then 6 to 8 plus hours in Brevard and Osceola County. We're not used to this type of cold, so it's very important to make sure you're taking the safety precautions. We always tell you about the P's, people, pets, plants, and definitely pipes, because we'll be dealing with a hard freeze for a majority of Central Florida, not only Sunday morning, Monday morning as well. We're going to see those temperatures start off below freezing in many locations during that time frame. Now, when we're talking about freeze and frost, I do want to show you this model as well. This is through Saturday into Sunday morning. All of Central Florida, there's that possibility of a hard freeze where that's highlighted in that blue. So, as I mentioned before, with the plants, cover them up. if they're not already covered. As I showed you the calendar, it has been quite cold. And bring in sensitive plants, tropical plants, because if they're outside, they definitely will die. Bring your pets inside. If it's too cold for you, it is too cold for them. And then cover exterior pipes. That's really not a bad idea. Spigots, drip your faucets, and run your pool pumps. That's a great idea as well, because if you have any lingering water that is settling inside of the pipes, if they freeze, the water will expand, and that can cause some cracks, and that can be a very expensive mistake. Now, we will be entering record territory. So, Sunday morning, my forecast low is 25 degrees in Orlando. The record is 28 degrees back in 1936. So, we could be breaking that record. And then Monday morning, my forecast low is 27 degrees, and we had that record of 32 degrees set back in 1980. So we could be breaking some records during that time frame as well. And the last time we saw consecutive days in the 20s was back in December 2010. So that just goes to show you how rare that is. So I'll leave you here with your 7-day forecast so you can plan accordingly. So today, 71 degrees, a few isolated coastal showers are possible. Then tonight we get into the 50s. Tomorrow we'll see a high of 58. Some showers are possible. Also some flurries, some snow flurries, a wintry mix as we go through your Saturday evening. Saturday night into Sunday morning, it is a weather alert day due to those cold, dangerous temperatures starting off in the 20s. And then Sunday afternoon, we're not warming up at all. Hey, we're going to stay in the 40s. So you want to make sure you have that jacket ready to go all day. It'll be windy, but we'll see abundant sunshine. Heading into your Monday morning, once again, starting off in the 20s. And Monday morning, again, will be a weather alert day. Getting the kids ready for school, make sure they're bundling up. Heading into your Monday afternoon, we're looking at a high of 55 there. But then after that, things will warm up nicely. We're back in the 60s on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we'll see a high of 71.